The governor has said that his faith is part of what inspired him to help his neighbors in need, to know that that is of vital importance, to love each other and to fill the basic human needs that we have. And in that, we have a significant shared mission, and we're grateful to be a part of it. To that end, the governor has shown a significant dedication to helping Helene survivors recover well from day one. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Governor Josh Stein.
Thank you all so much for being here this afternoon. What a gorgeous afternoon to be celebrating something this positive. Melissa, thank you so much. She is CEO of the Appalachia Service Project, our partner in this effort. I want to thank you for your introduction and thank you. And where's Tyler? Tyler's down there. He's the regional head working on homes like this across Western North Carolina. The organization, ASP, Appalachia Service Project, has been on the ground for months working to help people get back into their homes. The legislature, and I see Senator Ralph Heiss here. Senator Heiss, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your focus, your attention, your dedication to this work. He serves on the Advisory Council for Western North Carolina Recovery, and we're grateful to have him in the General Assembly fighting for us. Thank you. The legislature has appropriated funds to support nonprofits help in their work to rebuild housing. My administration recently awarded ASP $2.2 million for this work. They're moving quickly and making a real difference in the region. They are working on this home. They've completed 8 homes already. There's another 16 in progress. When they're all said and done, they will have built or rebuilt 50 homes in Western North Carolina with the grant that we have provided. One of those homes is right here, belongs to Mr. T.W. Randall, who I just had the pleasure of meeting. Mr. Randall, thank you for your hospitality today. He and his family have lived here in Bakersville for over 20 years, and when Hurricane Helene hit, he just told me the water converged on his house, came up to his floor, damaged the foundation, and that, when it settled, damaged the roof. So the home is uninhabitable. They didn't have anywhere else to go, so originally they stayed in the house. And unfortunately, as what happened all across the region, the moisture turned into mold, and that was obviously terrible for their health. They then moved into a camper. I assume, is this the camper? This one, here's the camper, where they've lived in for months since. Now, ASP is building them a 2-bedroom home for TW, his wife Angela, and their son. That's going to keep them on their property, warm, dry, and safe. I also want to give him a special shout out for more than his hospitality, because he works as a project manager and case manager for the long-term recovery group of Mitchell County. So while he's been facing his own challenges, he has been working hard to help people overcome their own. TW, thank you so much. For the Randall family, for the folks he's supporting here in Mitchell County, and for so many others, we know that there's a lot more distance yet to go in the recovery of Western North Carolina. Tomorrow, it will have been 18 months to the day since the storm hit. We've come a long way by working together, federal, state, and local governments, public, private, and nonprofit organizations, but none have worked harder than the people of Western North Carolina themselves. They spent practically every day for the past 545 days helping each other get their lives back on track. But take a look behind me. Are we finished? We are not finished. We have more work to do. Western North Carolinians are still working their tails off. We cannot leave them hanging. We cannot stop now. We have to match their grit. We have to match their determination. We have to match their urgency, because the recovery is not over. We have much more to do. That's why I'm here today announcing my Helene recovery request of the General Assembly. It's phase 3 of our request. It's a $792 million request I'm proud that the first bill I signed as governor last year sent more than $500 million to Western North Carolina to help rebuild housing, restore infrastructure, support farmers, and more. I'm proud that the legislature and my administration worked together a second time to send an additional $575 million to the recovery. And I'm proud of the way that my administration is using those dollars to rebuild homes, to support small businesses, to strengthen people's roads and water systems, to protect their jobs, and more. In fact, last week, the state announced $2.2 million in grants to the town of Bakersfield to replace some of the infrastructure that was destroyed in the flooding. And right before here, I got to be over in the town and meet with Mayor Vines, the maintenance supervisor, Jameson Burleson, and the town council to see how they're going to put those dollars to use to enhance the infrastructure in the town of Bakersfield. The funds are sorely needed. They need substantially more funds. It is clear the projects are going to make a difference, but there is a lot more that needs to be done. We have more to do. In the next phase of the recovery, we want to keep rebuilding for the long haul. The $792 million I'm requesting of the General Assembly will do a few different things. It will strengthen the regional economy, keep more people in safe places to live, restore infrastructure, protect people from wildfires, improve our disaster response by drawing down federal dollars. We aim to invest in people and the places that they call home. The first part of this Helene recovery budget directs $92 million to strengthen Western North Carolina's economy and ensure that people have a safe place to call home. Since I took office, we've partnered with philanthropies to award $55 million in grants, $50 million in state-funded loans to Hurricane Helene impacted small businesses across the region. In total, those dollars have helped to save about 15,000 jobs. Small businesses are working hard to recover, but many of them are not yet back in the black. That's in part because tourism hadn't fully come back. It's also in part because local governments are still restoring the infrastructure that small business depends on in order to serve their customers. My budget proposes more forgivable loans to small businesses and a revolving loan program for cash-strapped local governments. For folks who need affordable quality housing, it invests in rental and housing assistance, including for those whose homes we are actively repairing today. For volunteer organizations like ASP, I'm proposing more funding to expand their work. They are exceptionally nimble. They can move faster and with greater speed than can government. And for small businesses, these new dollars would invest in tourism promotion and seeking to reopen the Blue Ridge Parkway more quickly. Western North Carolina is open for business. Now let's support them and get the word out so that everybody knows to come. Next, we need to restore our places, our forests, other natural resources, the infrastructure that people count on. So I'm proposing $247 million for that goal. Our private roads and bridges program received more applicants than we have funds available to serve. Our backup communication systems need strengthening. Our parks need repairing. We haven't had the resources to finish mapping landslide hazards like the ones that killed too many of our neighbors. And there is still more debris to remove. Yes, 18 months after the storm, there is still more debris to remove. There's a huge risk of wildfires as a result of that debris. And here in Mitchell County, there was a fire that broke out just yesterday, and they're still fighting it, but hopefully we'll get that contained and there will be no loss of life or property. There are still high hazard dams that need shoring up. There are still wastewater systems that need restoring. The budget request would address all of these things. The final part of my Helene recovery budget request is related to federal funding. Many of the federal programs that we have drawn support from require a state match. Some it's 10%, some it's 25%. We have the opportunity to unlock significant federal funding but we need the state contributions to draw that money down. That's why I'm asking for $450 million in state funds to leverage these federal funding opportunities and keep them flowing into our state. The recovery is going to take a long time, but we are in this for the long haul. I know the legislature is as well. I thank the General Assembly for what it has done to date, but now is not the time to take our foot off the gas. We have to invest in our people. We have to invest in our places. When we invest in Western North Carolina, it will come back stronger than ever, and the sooner, the better. I look forward to partnering with the General Assembly to pass this budget proposal. We have worked together before. We will work together again. Let's stand up for the people of Western North Carolina. Thank you.